mostly I teach 3.5 to 7.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so they say some pretty crazy
Teaching
stuff.
3.5-year-olds piano, wow.
Yeah. Last week, one of my students, she's 9 now, and most of my students haven't ever sworn in front of me, but this was the first time we were having the lesson, and she always tells me if she doesn't like a piece, and she goes, "Oh, that sucks." And I was like, "You said the S word." And she's like, "Oh, I say it all the time." I was like, okay.
When someone says the S word, there are like 43 S words that come to mind to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and the same student, she would always say, "Why aren't you married? What, aren't you having kids? Like, when is this happening?" You know. And so then one time I babysat her, and she met the guy I was dating at the time, and she said, "Well, what happened with him?" And I didn't really know what to say. I'm like, "What do you say to your 9-year-old student after you break up with somebody?" You know, she's like, "Oh, he wasn't your type." I was like, "Oh, thanks." So, and I asked her, this was funny. I asked her, "Well, how do you know to give an answer like that?" She's like, "Oh, I watch reality TV."
See, maybe it's not as bad as we think.
Yeah. I have one student, she's awesome. She started at 3.5, and most of the time for the first 2 years we would just make up songs. And then she would sing the lyrics. So we would have all these songs. We probably have 20 songs that she's written. And,
2 CDs worth?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Cutting the album?
Yeah.
I would entitle it Greatest Hits Volume 2. That's what I've always thought an artist should name their first album.
Oh, right.
Do the kids like classical music? Is that?
Yeah, the Suzuki thing, we do that.
Wow.
Yeah, they actually really love it. Bach often makes children cry. There's a thing with Bach when he writes a 2-page piece. Whenever you get to the top of the second page, you just want to kill yourself because it's so hard. The first page, he'll give you the theme, and I don't know, everything's kind of happy and not too hard. And the second page, he starts developing things, and you're like, kids just fall apart. Like, and I'm like, okay, we won't. That's all right. We won't do it. You know, let's go write a song. And they're like, ah. I mean, gender differences. The girls are mature earlier, so I'll take a lot more 3.5-year-olds as girls who can actually sit down and play, and they get into it, and they'll be, learning the pieces and stuff. And you get a 3.5-year-old boy, and all I have him do is run around the whole time. Like I taught last week, a little boy, he's 5, was having a bad day, and he was all mad at his mom because she took the blanket away right before the lesson started. And she put it in the closet, and he's all mad, he's banging on the door, and I was like, "Oh, we need to do the drums." So I got the drums out, and he's like, for about 5 minutes, and then he was fine, With boys, drums. Here, have a drum. Hit it.
Something to hit.
Yeah.
I don't know that it changes much between what you just described little boys as and adult boys.
Oh, no.
Chronologically adult.
Drums fun.
Because my
Drums
friend who
fun,
says drums
and
fun
just
is my
let 'em
age.
run around.
Yeah, like he says it all the time. Drums fun. Yeah.
Are you familiar with the card game Teg War?
No.
Oh, this is a game your kids would love. Teg War is literally Tigwar. It's the incredible game without any rules. It sounds like a nightmare. It's a good boy game. Just a deck of cards, you throw it down, people say, "Okay, now we throw the cards at each other."
Okay.
Or
Keep them happy. With the
Happy.
little boys, that's the general rule. Just keep them happy. I get in big trouble sometimes if I say I'm going to do a game and then I don't. Oh my gosh. And then I show up the next week, "Where did you play games last week?" I was like, "I think I'm your piano teacher," but yeah.